Hope that, Jordan Cambridge's injury is not something that's going to keep her out. Same thing with IT. We'll find out more tomorrow. But neither one of those kids came back to the game. So that's the first thing you always think about with these kids when that happens. But as far as the win goes, to be 2-2 after 4 games, very happy going into our bye week.
Feel like the start was exactly what you wanted?
Couldn't have been better much. Couldn't have been. We could have maybe got a better stopper or two here and there, but we fouled early, and I thought that set the tone. We did foul early, and it just carried over and over and over, and we set a new league record, I think, of 28 fouls and letting them shoot 35 free throws, or 32 free throws. Sorry, something that we can't do that, not in and not out. So the start was awesome. It did lead to a lot of energy, and I think propelled us to make a few more threes than we might normally have.
Talk about Baker. I mean, that's what you want out of her coming off the bench. Right?
It is. Yeah, and then that feeds her defense, and that feeds her passing, it feeds everything. So she's a kid that has always been streaky, She knows that, and she's in a good place. She's been a really happy kid since about Christmas. She's settled into this role. She's been great in the locker room. That usually happens for seniors. They start to see the end of the tunnel coming, and she's been awesome. And I think as a result, it's carried over to playing good, and her teammates got some confidence in her, and that helps.
I think Vanderbilt had just played A&M and Georgia to 7 points each.
Yep.
What were you able to do against them that those teams did?
Well, we tried to double-team Maria on the catch and frustrate her early. I think she turned it over 5 out of the first 6 times she touched it and didn't make a shot in the first half. Is that right? I'm not sure if that's exactly right, but 1. Okay. It felt like we really crowded her, and I think that was their – I know it's everybody's game plan against us is to pound it inside, so – until they made a certain number of threes, we were going to make sure that didn't happen. And Jalen Mason is so good at that, y'all. And I've said it 100 times, we undervalue her, but she is so good at sitting in that kid's lap and being able to anticipate and study the film. She's so good at that. And I thought that really frustrated and stymied them. And then they went away and made an adjustment. I mean, Stephanie won a WNBA championship. She knows how to coach and went away from it, started driving it on us. So. And then that got Maria, I can't say her name, got her going.
The only other thing is just, do you feel like your quickness was the difference? I mean, they got size, you got quickness, and your quickness was a little better.
And we had talked about that. One style is going to win out over the other today. Is it going to be, power and size, or is it going to be speed and quickness? And I think when you add in their lack of depth as well, we sure hoped it would. We wanted to play the message in the locker room was play as fast as we've played all year, but as under control as we were. And I thought we got it from inbound into the front court as quick as we had in a long time. And that does wear on you. What Taylor and Kiera do to you running the floor, even though we didn't score a lot of times out of it, that punishes big kids, especially when those big kids know they're going to play 36 to 40 minutes. So I thought it got off to a good start. We didn't finish great, but that's okay. That's really hard. It's hard to win all 4 quarters. Even when we've been behind in games, we seem to find a way to win the 4th quarter. But this is one of those games we won't critique too hard. We've got school starting tomorrow. We'll let them go. I'm going to give them 2 days off. They don't know that yet, so y'all may break that in the newspaper if you want to. But they're going to get 2 days off. We don't play again until next Monday, so 2 days off to get a good start in the classroom starting tomorrow.
2 things, AT's injury update, and then having this week off. What do you hope to get done in this week before you have a little stretch there?
Yeah, we'll clean some things up on the floor and rest and recover. We've been in a strong little stretch there, so we'll rest, recover, get off to an academic, and we'll start to work on Tennessee middle of the week, and kind of work backwards too. We've got 3-game stretch. We'll probably work backwards on all 3 opponents, take advantage of the off day. We'll see what they say about IT. I've learned that with initial evaluations, it's always really, really hard. So we'll hope for the best with her, and probably know something more tomorrow. Yeah.
Just the SEC, it's crazy.
Yeah.
With the upsets today, just where the league is right now.
It's I still think there's a few teams at the top that have separated themselves, but I think the middles be getting them a little bit more not as obvious as it used to be. You're 1 key player away. Kentucky had to play today without Macy Morris, and that made a huge difference. We're all 1 player away from having opportunities and from seeing opportunities slip away. So it's precious. It's going to be fun to see how it all plays out. I haven't seen. Did Georgia end up hanging on against Tennessee? Okay, well there you go. It's going to be wide open. It's going to be interesting to see the standings tomorrow. But you look at them. You update yourself every Monday, and you try to, you try to go 2-0 every week. If it's 1-1 based on your schedule, you take it. But being able to defend home against a team that's picked similarly to us and finished similarly the last couple of years, I think we've shown some pretty good progress.
And Florida beat Missouri too.
No kidding. Where was that one?
At Florida.
They're capable. I'm telling you, a team that shoots it like they are, it is very, very capable. I thought we had our chances at Missouri the other night. We just didn't make enough shots. So doesn't surprise me, but it's going to be the way it's going to be in this league. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.